Hey guys, what's up? Noah from WSK, and today we're gonna do a few things. I mentioned the last video that I was hoping to make a video within the month of January. That didn't work, but I'm only about 5 days off, so I'm sorry. I can't do much about it. I got a lot going on, but I'm doing a video now. Hopefully I can get through with this. I'm not going to be doing much of editing anytime soon. I'm all doing it in one video because these are now in 1080p because of my new camera, which I'm using now. And they're too big files to save on my computer. So, just doing it in one shot. Hopefully I can get through with it. So, over the course of since Christmas and last month, I've gotten a total of 3 knives and 1 hatchet. And I just, this is kind of like the teaser trailer slash first impressions, but it's not really first impressions because I've had these for more than a few weeks. So, that's it. I don't have any specs with me. I'm not going to do that until the actual videos for them, like the full reviews. So this might hold you guys off. I'm just trying to make a video for today. This weekend I've heard is supposed to be pretty nice, so I'm gonna go camping and do some videos then. Oh, I got Kenny with me. Where'd he go? Kenny! He's a silly dog. Alright. Sorry, this is just trying to set it up. Alright, so I did say once, this is my new camera. It's a Sony Handycam, if you're curious. It shoots in 1080p and it has a bunch of all kinds of new things. And it can also take pictures, which is really nice. So, this is cool because now I can shoot 1080p, have higher quality videos that you guys will enjoy. Alright, so now let's get back to what I was talking about earlier. The knives and the hatchet. I'll do this knife first because it's easier to take off. This is the Mora 511, as this plastic sheath that Mora makes. This is the knife, pretty shiny, so shiny you can see the camera. And look, there's me. But this is made in Sweden, has a high carbon steel. There's one that's just like this. It's called the Basic Craftsman Pro, something like that. Instead of having carbon steel and the red handle, it has stainless steel and it has a blue black handle. So this did not come the 90-degree spine. I had to do that myself. I used my sander, and you can see where I made it. Right there, you can see where I messed up. It doesn't do it well. I'm gonna have to redo it. So that's this, and that's the sheath. And it locks into place. It's not coming out. It does have their belt clip that snaps under the belts, but it also has this new feature. This knife's not that old, I don't think. I think it's at least a year, maybe a little less. But it has this notch right here so that it's getting cold out. I'm not sure if any of the newer models will have this, but this one and the other one do. This notch is so that if you have one that has the same backing, this piece moves so that you can lock them up and you can do it kind of like piggyback style. This knife was only around like 10 bucks and it was a great deal. One of the newer models, very budget, bushcraft, not really survival, but close. So I'll do a review on this, hopefully this month, maybe next month, I'm not sure. Don't know what my schedule is. Alright, the next one I have is all the way at the other end of my belt, because I had to carry these all myself. Take this one off while we're at it. Alright, so this is the Fisker's hatchet. I got this one this is the one I got for Christmas. I bought all of these, all the knives except for this one, the hatchet, I bought myself. This one I got for a gift. It's made in Finland, and it has a pretty nice sheath. it just locks into place with this orange pivot thing, and then you pop it out. On the back there are some different instructions, like how to wear boots and goggles, don't use it, has a hammer, and don't hit it with a hammer. So pretty simple. No real brain is required, no knowledge, just basic common sense. So that's the sheath. This is the hatchet. It's a very nice hatchet. I've heard a lot of good things about Fiskars. I've never really owned one until now. I've heard a lot of good things from a specific channel, a channel in particular, Gideon's Tactical. He does a lot of Fiskars hatchets. He does the more axe-sized ones, and I think that's really cool because I haven't seen a lot of other people do Fiskars, but I'm going to do one. I don't think he's done one on this. I will, obviously. Like, again, same thing for the more. I'm not sure when I'm going to do the review, but I will. This came pretty sharp, and I got a Fiskars sharpener, which I didn't bring. It's the only thing I forgot. Fiskars sharpener sharpens the axe, and it gets it wicked sharp. It gets it sharper than my Moore 511. That came pretty sharp too. So maybe you can see the edge. It is pretty dinged and chipped up, like definitely right there. But you know, it's easy to take out those chips and burrs. It's easy to sharpen with that hatchet thing, Fiskars sharpener. So I'll definitely do a review on this. This thing is amazing. I use this probably on a daily basis, at least once. It hasn't let me down. This thing is nuts. All right, and the last thing, or no, second to last knife I gotta show you is the SE Hungulus. I got this about a week ago. I've had this for at least a week, and this thing's pretty cool. It has a Kydex sheath, which is really nice. I've never experienced with Kydex. This is my first time, and I think this is very well made. No sharp corners, very secure, very fit. So that's the Kydex sheath. It has lashing points all up and down it, and it's got a drainage hole. Kenny, he's going nuts. Can't see him. Drainage hole. It has a lock right here. I'll show you what that does in a minute. And it has a MOLLE backing, PALS webbing, whatever you want to call it. So you can put this on like a vest if you want to. I don't know why you want to carry this thing around. This thing's heavy. It's like 30 ounces or something. It does have a nice big thick belt loop, if you can see that. Not even pointing at the camera. Can't see it. It's right here, where my pinky finger's in. So it can fit big size thick belts. Not sure like gun belts or anything, but it can fit pretty decent sized belt. Now let's actually look at the knife. So this is the blade, you know, made in the USA. This is the 1095. I think it's like 3/4 thick, or not 3/4, wow, 3/16, and it has micarta handles. The micarta feels really good. You know, they weren't blocky, they weren't uneven, they weren't sharp. They feel really nice, really well made. I've used this probably a few times. I didn't get much work on it, but I did abuse it the one day I was working out here. I didn't. The finish held up pretty good. But there is some wear and tear and stuff on it. I was using this to dig a fire hole with hot embers on it. I was chopping with it all day, like literally all day. There was this dead pine tree, or no, it was a spruce tree, and all the rims on the bottom, like 4 feet, were all dead, so I chopped those all down. So that's pretty cool. This was a little pricey. This one, with this finish was an extra $1, and I wanted to try it, see what it was like. With the sheath and with this was like $167. The one with the black and the sheath is like $165, something like that. And without the sheath, it is at least like 20 bucks cheaper. So if you don't want to pay that much, but you want the SE Hungulus, I'd recommend getting the Ontario Knife Company RTAC 2. Holy crap. The RTAC 2 is basically like the father of the hungless. It comes with a nylon sheath and it's around 80 bucks. The steel is pretty close in similarities. It's 5160 spring steel. I've heard that that and 1095 are pretty close. So if you want to check out something like the SC Hungless, but don't want to spend all the money, go with the Ontario Knife Company's version. So I'll do a video on this. Same thing as the last two. Don't know when. And if you're in the military or Air Force or something, and you want the SC Hungless, it's jump compatible or jump ready. So if you're going to jump out of an airplane or a helicopter or something, and you want a knife to carry with you, the SC Hungless can do that. Because the military requires, I think it's at least 3 or 4 points of retention on a knife. The Kydex sheath is 1. The lock is 2. Button snap is 3. Hold on. It's hard. It's also adjustable too. And the fourth one on here is this backing piece. It flops over on top of that. And then you can cinch this down. So, yeah, it's 4 points of retention. So if you want to jump out of an airplane with this thing, you can do that. So that's the SC Hungless. Pretty cool. And the last one is also a part of another video I want to do, a separate video of course. It's my EDC. I've not done a video on my EDC because I'm just now getting into it. It's not really something that I was up to at first, but I understood it completely. I have always understood EDC, I just didn't really want to. But now I'm starting to get into it, and this is what I've come up with within a matter of at least a week. This is a Maxpedition organizer pouch, and I jam-packed this thing full of stuff. What's cool about this is it has a Velcro back, the hook part, you know. So if you have a backpack that's got a spot for a morale patch, you can just put that right there. This fit right on my SOG, my Ninja day pack I showed you in a previous video. So this sticks right in front of it. I shook the bag all I could and it didn't fall off. So that's pretty secure, pretty well put together. The knife that's in here is the last one I'm going to show you for this video. That is the Spyderco TI Mil Military. It's either the TI Mil Military or it's the paramilitary. I'm not sure. I'm just reading what the package said, and it said the TI Military. Or TI. So the bag is for a separate video. We're going to show you this knife. This knife is made of CPM S30V steel. I'm not familiar with that steel at all. I looked it up. It's a stainless steel, and it's very high quality stainless steel. It's I read this off the Wikipedia page. I'll put that in the description below if you want to read this for yourself. But it said that the steel's quality was so effective that it also affected the price, making it a lot more expensive. Now, I got this off of a different website, and it was off 80%, which was amazing. The actual price for this is $123. I paid $21 for this, so I think that's pretty cool. I looked, and some other things the steel said that it's easy to maintain and easy to sharpen, and people like it. So if you want to read it for yourself, you can. This is also made in the USA. The handles say that they're G10. I've never experienced a G10, so I'm assuming this is what they feel like. It's pretty nice. It's kind of like my Micarta's cousin, if that makes any sense, because you can kind of see, maybe if it's kind of stacked. I'm not sure you can see that. Yeah, you can see that. It's kind of stacked like my Micarta would be. Like, let me get the hunger. You can see that that's stacked canvas or linen. I'm not sure. So I assume G10's kind of like the same thing. These actually might be Micarta. They said G10 on the package. I'm not sure. So if any of you guys know, please leave a comment on the bottom. It does have a belt clip, not a pocket clip, belt clip on here. I've been using this pocket clip. I don't care. I take this just about anywhere with me, except for school, of course. So the pocket clip is rotatable from the back left or back right to top right, top left, bottom left. And there's also a point for a lanyard hole. So for you all you lefties out there, you just need an extremely small star bit screw. If you can see that. Star bit screw. Take those out and put them on the back if you're left-handed. I did loosen this top pivot piece up here so that I can flip it out if I need to. The locking mechanism is the same thing as a brain fart. Is a liner lock, but instead of being on the front, the lock's on the back. So if you know what a frame lock is, there's a piece of metal in between here, and that's what is, it's also known as a compression lock, I think. But you just press it and let's go. So I really want to say frame lock, that's what I'm trying not to say, because a frame lock is when the scale bends in, and it's the same thing as the liner lock. So that's about it. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of like teaser trailer update, whatever this is. If you did, leave a like. Check out all my social medias, links in the description below. Subscribe if you haven't already. Do all that funky stuff. That's it, guys. Kenny ran away from me. Bad dog. So I will hopefully try to make a video this weekend. I'll do everything in my willpower to do that. I'm Noah from WSK. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for the next one. I'll see you guys later.